Hello, third grade, and welcome to topic 12. Now, you guys are now starting on fractions. So for 12-1, our first lesson, we're going to talk about partitioning regions into equal parts. To partition is just a fancy way to say to cut it up into equal parts. So let's go ahead and watch our short video lesson and then jump into our notes and our guided practice together as always. And since you guys have heard me talking about fractions already, this should all be super easy for you guys.
How can you name the equal parts of a whole? You can divide a whole into equal parts. What fraction can you write to represent one of these equal parts? A fraction is an equal part of a whole. Each green whole is divided into 4 equal parts. This whole does not have 4 equal parts. Each part is not 1/4 of the whole. In the green holes, all parts have an equal area. Each part is 1/4 of the area of the whole. 1/4 can be written as a fraction. 1/4 is a unit fraction. A unit fraction represents one of the equal parts.
Now, when we're talking about unit fractions specifically, unit has the prefix uni in it, which means one. So a unit fraction shows you one piece out of the whole. So if you have a shape that's broken up into 3 equal parts, your unit fraction will be 1/3. If you have a shape that's broken up into 4 equal parts, your unit fraction will be 1/4. Your unit fraction represents one piece of your total. So the numerator, the top number, will always be 1 when you're working with unit fractions.
Each green whole is divided into 6 equal parts. This whole does not have 6 equal parts. Each part is not 1/6 of the whole. In the green holes, all parts have an equal area. Each part is how much of the area of the whole?
Select your answer.
1/6 can be written as a fraction.
Now here, pay attention. Even though these are cut differently, they're each 1/6. That means each one of these pieces, each one out of these 6 pieces is the same size as every other piece here, and it's the same size as every other piece here. So all of these are the same long, skinny rectangles. All of these are also long rectangles that are not as skinny as these ones. So this was originally 3 long rectangles that were cut in half. So then you had 6 of them, but they take up the same amount of space. So that's why they keep telling you they have the same area. It takes up the same amount of space as every other piece that's cut up. All right, let's go ahead and hop into our notes and our guided practice. 12-1, partitioning regions into equal parts. Remember, like I told you guys, partition just means to cut it into equal parts. So how can you name the equal parts of a whole? Now we know that a fraction is part of a whole. And a unit fraction, like we were just saying, represents one equal part of a whole. So 1/2, 1/4, 1/5, 1/10, 1/7, whatever you want to use. A unit fraction always has 1 as your top number, and you guys are going to learn that your top number is called your numerator. Now, one thing you must remember is that all fractions are equal size parts. They must be equal size. So this is divided up into 4 pieces, and this is divided up into 4 pieces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one is not in 4 equal pieces, so this one is not broken up into fourths. So this one is in fourths because it's 4 equal parts. This one is in fourths because it's 4 equal parts. This one is not. All right, for our first example, show 2 different ways to divide this shape into 6 equal parts. So I had this long rectangle, and I cut it into 6 equal parts this way. For this way, I cut it across the middle, and then I cut into 3 equal parts. So these also became 2, 4, 6. So both of them show a whole that's been divided into 1/6 size pieces, or 6 equal parts. Now we say 1/6 because each one of these is 1 out of the 6 total pieces. Next example, show 3 ways to divide this square into 2 equal parts. So I could cut it across. These parts are the same. I could cut from top to bottom. These parts are the same. And because it's a square, I can cut diagonally. These 2 parts are the same. For cutting diagonally, I can also do that with rectangles, and it'll still give me 2 equal parts. Now, another example. So over here, I asked you, which shapes are divided into 4 equal parts? So this, we can see 4 equal parts. This, we can see 4 equal parts. This circle, we can see 4 equal parts. But this last one, these 3 are the same size, but this one is a lot skinnier. So these are not 4 equal parts. So this is broken up into 1/4 size pieces. This is broken up into 1/4 size pieces. This is broken up into 1/4 size pieces, but this last one is not. Now let's take a look at our guided practice. It says, explain how you know that the 4 parts are equal. Well, we know that they're equal because they are all the same size. They have the same area. They take up the same amount of space as all of the other parts in the whole. For number 2, it gave you this shape and it said, are these broken up into equal parts? And yes, these are equal parts. And number 3, it's asking, are these broken up into equal parts? And here our answer is no, they are not. And for number 4, it asked us to divide this rectangle into 8 equal parts. So I cut it across so that we have 4 long rectangles, and then I cut it down the middle. So then we had 8 shorter rectangles. That's it for this lesson, 3rd grade. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you have an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye.